Kingkidkits.
A Sweet New Year for Wren. Author, Michelle Sterling. Illustrator, Dung Ho. My eyes open wide on an early morning. It smells like Lunar New Year is almost here. Every year I sit and watch everyone crowded around the butcher block, hoping and hoping that I will get to help make pineapple cakes. "You're still too little, Wren," Mama always says. But I've grown 1 whole inch since last Lunar New Year. No, 2 inches. Will I get to help finally? Bright oranges, tangerines, and pomelos bounce together in a bowl sprinkle with kumquats, shiny and tiny. "Can I help, Baba?" I asked. "I'm afraid you're still too little, Wren." Out we scramble to find our final ingredients for tomorrow's feast. A fresh silver sea bass is Baba's favorite, with splashes of soy and slivers of scallions. I poked the fish's glassy scales as it slips and squeaks into a bag. Bright green garlic chives and sharp, spicy ginger for Mama's famous dumplings. One day she'll pass on her recipe to me, and I will keep it a secret, of course. One pleat after another, Mama's expert fingers hold dumplings in a whir. She and Uncle Jian race to see who can fold the fastest, like they did when they were kids. Rows and rows of dumplings fill up our table, mixing, rolling, filling, folding. Cooking in a foggy steam. Watching and waiting, I smell that they're done. "Can I help?" "You're still too little, Wren. We're in a big hurry." Bubbling in hot water are the longest noodles Auntie Wiley could find to eat for a long, long life. She's careful not to break the endless strands. "Can I help stir?" "You're still too little, Wren. It's too hot," Auntie Wiley says. Shinnian Kwai Lei, everyone. Charlie is back. Charlie, who would always bring me taro milk tea when he picked me up from Sunday violin lessons. Charlie, who always had a wide pot of congee simmering on the stove the nights Mama and Baba had to work late. Charlie, my one-of-a-kind brother. I want to show Charlie that I'm a good cook, but the pineapples are pricking my fingers. Plop. The butter slips out of the wrapper onto our sticky linoleum floor. Clouds of flour fly into the air. Laughing, he cleans up the mess with me, mashing butter and flour together. Charlie shows me how to roll out the dough. Not too thick, not too thin. Together we make it just right. "That's it, May May." "I know that delicious smell," Auntie Amy exclaims. "Wren, be gentle when you push the dough into the molds." "Look, Mama. Wren, you're finally old enough to help make pineapple cakes," Mama beams. Happy pineapple cakes baking. Their golden crust and rich pineapple jam smelling like butter and sweet time together. "I'm hungry," says Jules. "I'm hungrier," Marnie pipes up. "No one will notice if we take 1 or 3. Our trade togetherness, crowded with candied lotus root and winter melon for Auntie Amy and Uncle Jian. Dried kumquats for Charlie, lively and tart. My twin cousins Jules and Marnie gulp down one sugary coconut slice after another. A handful of lucky red candy for me. So many wishes for a sweet year. Red envelopes for everyone. The sky glowing red with lanterns, firecrackers dancing, snapping, cracking. My favorite part of the new year. Everyone is here together. Pineapple cakes are for eating, sharing, celebrating, and starting this sweet new year with each other. Thankful for each other. Our stomachs are full and happy like our hearts.